Excuses are the tools of the incompetent used to build monuments of nothingness, and those who specialize in using them are seldom good at anything but excuses. I learned that when I pledged my fraternity. That was damn near 30 years ago. And I think someone needs to give that lesson to the Chicago Sky and Tyler Marsh as they make excuses for why they lost. Not why they lost, why they got the doors beaten off of them by the Indiana Fever last night, 79-52, as the Fever without Caitlin Clark went into Chicago and brought belt to ass and just beat the Chicago Sky down. And what was the excuse? What was the excuse, you say? You asked that question. What do you think the excuse was? Oh, the excuse was that they could not overcome losing Courtney Vandersloot in the first quarter. They couldn't overcome losing Courtney Vandersloot. Now, that's cute. Let's not act like Courtney Vandersloot is the player who would be the difference for the Chicago Sky. And we'll talk about that. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way, Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shomont. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, leave a comment. Hope to see you tonight, 8 p.m., Sunday Night Heat with Ben Daniel. Looking forward to it. Fire is coming as always, man. But this is a trip because, yo, I'll just let you hear it. So here is the post game interview with Tyler Marsh, and you'll start hearing the excuses.
Still getting, still assessing that. Don't have a clear understanding of what the entirety of it is, but should have some more information soon.
Go to Jason.
Tyler, is your initial concern about an ACL?
Still assessing. I'm not sure, so we'll have more information soon.
Maggie, front row on your left.
How has your job changed now that you're not going to have somebody like a veteran point guard like Salute?
Yeah, well, I don't want to put those assumptions on her yet without knowing the full details, but I think that I think we all got to step up and be better, and it starts with me. And so, I don't absolve myself from that responsibility. I got to be better for our players, and for the time being, it's we got to focus all of our energy on New York and being in the best possible position to go and try to win that one. So it's about learning from these types of games and not letting it again define us moving forward. This is a little setback today, but we got to continue to push forward.
We'll go Carly, then Blake.
Just what you finally were able to see, expanded minutes out of Haley today. Obviously she's coming into a position that she hasn't been in and played a lot, throughout the season. But what were your initial thoughts of what she gave today as a
Yeah, I thought she was solid. Still got to watch the tape. There's obviously some areas of improvement that we can work on, but I thought that she was put in a tough position to have to not just steer the ship, but she had to provide some extremely valuable minutes in a tough situation. And so I thought she handled it as well as she could. I think that we'll continue to, watch film, and she'll be able to learn from her experiences and things of that nature, and we'll put her in, better positions to be effective. But I thought she handled the pressure well for the most part, and we just got to do a better job all around of handling it as a team.
We'll go Blake, right side of the room.
Hey, Coach, WR, man. Obviously, a tough shooting night. What did you see from the Fever on defense that made it so difficult to score on your guys' end?
Yeah, their guards made it extremely tough for our guards to facilitate, to move freely. They made it tough for us to get it into the post freely as well. So they just made it difficult for us tonight. The pressure really took us out of our offense and the freedom that we want to move with. And so that was kind of the crux of everything.
Go Ben, left.
How does tonight just compare with how you feel right now to after opening night against Indiana?
I think more of the concern tonight is our hearts are with Sloot. I think that when she went down, it kind of took the energy out the building a little bit on our side, and it was tough for us to regroup from that. We're not using that as an excuse, but it's how we felt. It's how our team felt, and so trying to bounce back from that was tough, especially from a highly energetic and physical Indiana team that was motivated to come in here and get a win. And so, again, we just got to continue to push forward, and I know Sloot would want us to do that as well. So.
Okay, let's pause that for a second right here. So don't want to don't want to use it as an excuse, but I'm gonna use it as an excuse because that's what it happens when you make statements like I don't want to use it as an excuse, but that's the excuse. That's why we as in Chicago Sky, that's why the Chicago Sky got their asses kicked according to Tyler Marsh. Courtney Vandersloot got injured at the 5 minute and change mark. What exactly was it when she went down? Let's see exactly where she went down. Because at the time that she went down, I thought the score was it 12-7? No, it was 9-6. So it was early. They were trailing 9-6. They never led after that point. I mean, the game got to what 21-13 end of the first. You want to sit here and blame Haley Van Lith and say that she's not accustomed to this. Well, maybe that's y'all fault for not drafting a backup point guard. I'm sorry, signing a backup point guard rather than drafting a hybrid combo guard to be your backup point guard. And you have no true point guard play. Kind of sounds familiar to the Indiana Fever, actually, when you think about it. They don't have a real backup point guard. Mariah Jefferson might be that, I guess, but she's not. She's not healthy. Banham's not a point guard. Allen's not a point guard. Onyenweri's not a point guard. So Haley Van Lith is thrust into that role. Again, she should never have been drafted by the Chicago Sky. I've said that before, time and time again. But then where are your bigs? Where are the bigs? Why aren't you playing through your size? Hey, you got Kia Nurse who goes 1 for 5. You got Ariel Atkins who goes 2 for 11. So you went 3 for 16 from your guards. Your two starting guards. They can't shoot. I keep telling y'all this. Keep saying it. Chicago's guards can't shoot. 3 of 15 from three, 32.1% from the field. This team is a train wreck. And the fact that they beat Dallas twice just shows you what a fucking train wreck they are. But he's sitting here saying, we're not making excuses, but we got to do this, do that, whatever. You've gotten beaten by Indiana by 35 and by 27. You lost by 27 on your home floor to an Indiana team missing its best player. And your excuse is that Courtney Vandersloot got hurt in the first 5 minutes and it took the wind out of y'all. Well, then you're doing an absolutely horrendous job as a coach, and your team is weak. Your team is mentally weak, and that told me right there. A lot of excuse. That's an excuse. You just got beaten like a drum. I'm sorry, but Courtney Vandersloot was not the difference in losing by 27 points. Not a chance in fucking hell. Are you going to ask Angel Reese about her 2 for 7, 3 turnovers, 4 points, her 12 rebounds, 5 offensive boards? They've made highlights of her making a fucking layup on ESPN. It's insane. A layup. She had two made baskets in this game. She had a layup on a fast break and she had a layup on a putback. That's what her offense was yesterday. Utterly horrendous, trash ass performance. Trash. Trash as fuck. Camila Cardoso, 2 of 5, 8 points, 4 boards. Trash as fuck. Bro, they scored 52 points. They scored 52 points in this game. This ain't got shit to do with Courtney Vandersloot. Nothing.
Go back to Jason and Julia.
Tyler, you're trying to implement a new system. You've got a new roster that's just been put together. What has Courtney meant to you trying to get that going? And then how do you move forward without such an essential piece?
Yeah, I mean, she's our engine, and so she's she's our captain and our leader out there. So obviously it's a huge blow, but hopefully it's not as serious as we may think, and so we're hoping that she is able to bounce back. But for the time being, we all got to pick her up. We all got to lift her up. We all got to lift each other up, and like Beck mentioned, we got to all do a little bit more and pitch in wherever we can. So. No one's feeling sorry for us in the situation that we're in. We got to battle back and stick together and fight through.
All right, I'm not watching any more of this shit. Like, this is a little bit tough to stomach. Real talk. This one's tough to stomach. So another excuse. So now she's the engine of the Chicago Sky. Well, she's not a very good engine because they're not good. They're not a good team. And I mean, she's the leader of your team. Well, I thought that was Angel Reese. Oh, I guess not. Tyler Marsh doesn't have a job. Tyler Marsh will not be employed into this season. They're tragically bad, and he's not ready for this job. He's just not ready for this job. He's coaching this team away from its strengths, And I've said what I got to say about Angel Reese. I mean, her 30% from the field is fucking an abomination to basketball. But if you got her standing 25 feet from the rim half the fucking time, you're minimizing anything that she can actually do, even if it is grab the me bounds, and put them back and keep grabbing the me bounds. It actually does something to other teams to have her down there, down in the paint and grabbing me bounds. She draws fouls. She will draw fouls. She will flail herself into fouls. I'm telling you. So I think he's making a massive mistake, you know, and realistically, it's just kind of fucking embarrassing. And the excuses that he's made, yeah, I guess Courtney Vanderstoot was the problem. But anyhow, even though we know it wasn't, this was just a thorough ass beating. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. What do you think of what Tyler Marsh had to say? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Come on now.